So it's now Christmas Eve and 17 weeks to the day since I lost Dec. So today I've just walked the dogs and now I'm off to go and get the tree that I'm planting next to Declan's plot. I can't remember what it's called. So I'm off to Derry's Nurseries to go and pick that tree up. Then Murphy was castrated a few days ago, so I've got to go to the vets for him to have a checkup, but it happens to be in Melton, not where we live, because of it being a Saturday. And I've got to do the drive, half of the drive that Dec and I did on our last drive, to take Murphy to the vet, so I must admit I'm dreading that. But yeah, we'll go and pick the tree up. So it's Christmas Eve and I just don't know what to do with myself. So I'm heading to the gym, which is thankfully open and has become a little bit of a escapism for me. I've always enjoyed going to the gym because of trying to stay strong to be able to move Dec, but now it's like a place I can go and hide, really. So I'm going to go there, and then the forecast is rain and heavy rain tomorrow, so I'm going to go to the grave today to plant the tree and all of that. I'll still go tomorrow, but it might be a bit difficult to be planting trees and stuff if the storm does come. Barely slept last night. It just, as much as I'm trying to avoid Christmas, it's just there in your face, and Dec's not, and that makes it really, really hard. But like I've said before, every day is hard, but it's just, I've just walked the dogs, the streets are empty, everyone's with their families. My main family's not here. So yeah, I don't know what to do with myself. The tree's now planted, and now I just don't know what to do with myself. What do you do Christmas Eve when you would normally be watching films with the person you love most in the world and then having a Chinese, and what do you do when that's gone? Like every day I just don't know what to do with myself. Dec was my world. I only worked part-time because the rest of the time I was with him, but that was fine. That's where I wanted to be. I wanted to be with him. So what do you do when you lose your son, your best friend, your soulmate, your absolute hero in one go, because that's all the same person? What do you do then? I saw her on the way out, and she owned the salon where Dec used to go, because he used to have like a little manicure, and her sister's up here, and she even left some flowers for Dec. And it really is the Dec effect. To truly know Dec was to think he's incredible. And then I met this old lady who was with her husband. Her husband's grave. Bless her, she came and helped me. Just like when I was planting the tree, just having a, it was really nice. It's weird how grief can bring people together that sometimes your paths wouldn't normally cross. In many ways, this doesn't seem real. I don't know how it can be real that someone can be the biggest part of you and then be gone. Just don't understand. So it's Christmas morning now, and I'm honouring Dec's tradition of always wearing his newest Christmas jumper, which this year is the Syndicate original. Dec became very fond of Tom, and unknowingly Tom helped Dec so much. When Dec just, if I was busy at work or whatever, he would quite often just watch Tom on YouTube, and it's like he became a friend of Dec's before they even met. Like he helped him, you know, Tom's just zest for life and enthusiasm, you know, made for a really good friend for Dec. I'm gonna have pate on toast, which is another tradition of Dec and I. And then I'm heading off to where Dec is, or where his body is, and me and the dogs are going to go up there with a Bailey's hot chocolate and just spend some time in the beautiful surroundings. So I'm now at Dec's grave, and just being, I did have the dogs with me, but they started playing up, so I put them in the van. And I'm just reading a book. I've had a Bailey's hot chocolate and some of Dec's favourite biscuits. And Dec taught me so much. He taught me how to love unconditionally, without prejudice, without judgment, with just compassion. He taught me how to be patient, and ultimately he taught me to be brave. But one thing he couldn't help me with is how to live without him. He couldn't teach me that. He couldn't help me with that. Even when we had deep and meaningfuls, I would say to him, what do you want me to do afterwards? How can I make you proud of me? And he didn't know. I don't think either of us knew how to live apart from each other. All he said is, you'll do something caring because you're a caring person. He even mentioned that on our last trip. I know people think I should be surrounded by family and like trying to enjoy Christmas. But one thing I've learned through having bereavement counselling and the books I've been reading is to bear the unbearable, to get through every day. You have to do what's right for you. And what's right for me today isn't pretending that there's not a gaping hole in my heart. And it's not playing games and putting on a face for others while dying inside. That's not what's right for me today. I'm where I need to be. And although it might sound quite sad, being in a field full of trees that have been planted for people that have passed, on my son's bench, it's chucking it down and it's windy with an umbrella. This is where I need to be. And I know Dec's always with me, and this is just where his body is. But today, this is where I need to be. I need to just be here with him. Where there isn't anyone. There's no Christmas here. I can just be. And that's where I need to be.